Hello friends at home. In this video, I will be going over this punctuation page with you. Punctuation is a fancy word that we use when we are talking about using our tools for writing. When we use our periods, our exclamation points, putting spaces between our words, uppercase, lowercase letters, all those rules that we learn about how sentences should look when we write them, that's all punctuation. So on this particular punctuation page, we're going to be looking at sentences that have periods and sentences that have question marks. We know that our telling sentences or our statements are the ones that have periods when we're simply telling someone something. The sky is blue. These are my scissors. Those are telling sentences. And so when we use telling sentences, we end them with a period. We've also been talking about asking sentences this week, or questions. We've talked about them in our journeys, in our reading, in our language arts. And we know that our questions or our asking sentences are ones where you're looking for an answer. So it's more than just the sky is blue, because the sky is blue can end right there. But if I were to say, what color is the sky? I'm looking for someone to reply. I'm looking for someone to give me feedback. And so a question is like a two-part sentence where you're asking a question and you're looking for an answer. Okay? So on this paper, the first thing I do is always the same. I take out my pencil and write down my name. So make sure that you've got your name on your paper. That's a whole point off if you forget, because we're in third quarter now. And once you have your name, the next thing you'll do, we're going to cut right along this side here to get these pieces separated. And try to do it like a nice clean cut. I always tell you, if you hold your scissors in one area and then use your other hand to move the paper, that helps us have the most control. So now this is the page that I will be doing my work on. And I will take this other page and I'm going to go around the outside track so that I get rid of all this extra white scrap paper that I don't need. And remember, just because you're not in the classroom, the rules don't change. These scraps, you don't throw them on your floor or leave them in a pile on your desk or table. The scraps either go in the recycling bin if you have one at home, or they can go in your waste basket or your trash can. But make sure you take care of your scraps. Don't just leave them lying around for someone else to pick up, okay? So now I have these sentences here, and I'm going to go through each sentence and read it, and I'm going to think in my mind, is this an asking sentence where I'm looking for an answer, or is this just a telling sentence? Okay, so the first one here says, can we go home? Can we go home? Well, I'm wondering, can we or can't we? So I'm asking a question. So for that one, I'm going to put it on the side that has the question mark. So I'll put a little bit of glue on the back of my sentence here. Can we go home? And I'll stick it here under the questions. And remember, when you stick it on there, make sure you're using enough glue that it's going to stay stuck. You don't want to use such a little amount that they pop off when you turn it in, but you also don't want to use so much that it's like oozing out the side. So make sure you get enough to have it stay stuck. Okay, so that was our first one. I'll do a couple more with you. The next one here says, I ate a red apple. I ate a red apple. Am I asking something or am I just telling something? I ate a red apple. Sounds like I'm just telling something. I'm not looking for an answer. I'm just letting you know I ate a red apple. So that one is just a statement or a telling sentence. So I'll put some glue on the back of it and we'll put it on this side with the period. I ate a red apple, and again, I'll give it a little rub to make sure it's going to stay stuck. Okay, let's look at the next one. Who won the game? Who won the game? Well, I want to know which team won, and I don't know. So I'm asking a question. Who won the game? So that is an asking sentence or a question sentence. So that one's going to go on the side with our question mark. Okay? So I am going to stop there because I think now you have an understanding of what you need to do. So you'll go through with the rest of these sentences, read them, and decide, is this a telling sentence or an asking sentence? If it's a telling sentence, it's a statement, it goes here. If it's an asking sentence or a question, it goes here. And when you are finished, if you want to color the cute little boy and girl there, you may. Okay? And if you put a question mark Up here in this top part of your paper, if you draw a question mark up there like that, Mrs. Hatkoff and I will give you a dojo point. Bye, friends at home.